Welcome to Dicking Around, a show about Sparks, the special deluxe edition of Dicking Around, new and improved, now with flavor crystals. I'm lowly bus driver Ted. I am alone right now, but hopefully I can get some other players on the phone. Let's see. Today we finish up our review of Kimono My House. I know it's been a while since our last release. We cut off our review of Kimono halfway through. Intended to come right back to it, but as it turns out, Jim completely ate shit trying to jump a fence and mangled his arm and wasn't able to participate in any kind of discussion about Sparks. So he's on the mend, and we'll let him tell his story. Let me try calling him. Here we go.
Hello?
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 Is this the pizza guy?
Yes. Did you say pizza with extra mushrooms hold the pizza?
No.
Is that code? That's code for something.
I'm pretty sure I ordered a pizza for the day while I'm watching soccer.
Yes, we are both watching soccer. And I'm not I don't know what I'm looking at. What is?
It's the global sport.
You know I'm sports illiterate, right?
Yeah, of course I knew that. I was just looking at you. I could tell.
Okay, what's that happening right there? I don't. Okay.
They trip each other and they hit the ball with their head and they try to put it in the big net thingy.
Did you? I played soccer in 5th, 6th, and 7th grade, and I still don't know what I'm looking at.
Well, there were some of us that were good at it and some of us that were Ted.
Did you have soccer out here?
Of course.
In Utah?
Soccer is very big in Utah. They have a professional team.
Really? Like I was in Illinois till I was 9, and no one knew of soccer. My best friend's dad was the football coach at the high school, right. and we didn't know soccer at all. And then I moved to California, and that's all there was.
Yeah, soccer is popular.
Yeah.
It's a lot of my buddies are way into it. So what's going on?
We're gonna wrap up this little review. Maybe we shouldn't say review, because who am I to review Sparks?
Right. Maybe just an open conversation.
An open conversation. A discussion. Yeah.
Yeah. Open conversation.
Where the fuck is Matt?
I don't know. He disappeared yesterday.
Does
he just don't like you anymore?
Does he need to be shamed?
He just don't like you. He told me the other day. He's like, I don't like my cousin very much.
Blood runs thicker than water, but still.
All right, well, do your thing and then just shoot me a little buzz thing, and I'll dingy in.
Wata?
I'll dingy.
Dingy? Okay, wait. We're going.
Oh,
now? Yeah. It's happening.
This is it?
This is
your show?
Yes, but I do need to provide some power to my phone, so I will call you right back.
Well, you should have done that before the
I
show.
know! I've done so much shit. I've been up all night setting this up.
Yeah, sure you have.
Okay, so I will make sure all the levels I'm blowing myself out when I speak emphatically. Okay, I will make sure all the levels are good, and I will call you back after I plug in my phone.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Hello?
Hello.
Is Ted there?
It is I, Ted.
Oh. Okay. Hi, Ted.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm okay. I've been watching soccer.
Yeah, me too. I don't know why I'm talking like this.
Well, I was stretching because soccer's boring. But it's over. I don't have to hear about soccer for 4 more years, so I'm okay with it.
Is it all done?
Yeah, it's over.
Oh, man.
Yeah, France won.
Oh, yeah, they were up like 4 points. That's a blowout, right? In soccer?
It was 4-2.
4-2. Ha.
That's like, in soccer terms, that's like huge. That's
yes.
It's like the Packers scoring 40.
I don't know about sports.
It's okay. We'll teach you.
Okay, I really, that's all I've wanted to be, is someone who knew about sports, and my fucking brain won't let it happen.
The Jazz scored 120. Does that help?
That's that's a big NBA score. Usually it's like 89.
No.
No?
Closer, like 100. 105 is normal.
Okay.
2 points is normal in soccer. 4 is like, wow. There's a lot of soccer games that go 0-0.
My boy plays hockey.
Yeah, that's another sport where it's just like they'll play forever and they score nothing.
I love hockey because there's like only 2 rules. Like,
put the puck in the hole.
Yeah. There's what is it? I don't even know, because I don't know sports. God damn it.
Let's not talk about sports. What do you want to talk about?
Do you want to talk about Sparks?
I've talked some Sparks before in my day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we never got to the part of the album where everything doesn't end. It just kind of fades out because the songs don't end. They're never going to end. They're going to stop. They're going to stop playing them now.
So we were going to talk about Sparks, Kimono Part 2, a week ago? Was it?
We
were going to talk about movies.
And the movies.
And then Sparks, and then what happened?
I got hurt. Had to go to the hospital.
You got a boo-boo.
More than a boo-boo.
Oh my God.
Like ER visit.
Yeah. I mean, you sent me a picture of your mangled arm, and I almost wanted to puke.
Dude, I was fighting ninjas, dude.
Shit.
And there was a bear, and like had to save the children. Like, it was serious stuff, man. I wasn't gonna let the children just get eaten by the ninjas and attacked by the bear.
Are you on the mend?
I'm on the mend. I can almost straighten my arm, but it still hurts. Still not 100%. Probably won't be for a couple months.
I had a fall in the shower last spring.
That's graceful.
And I mean, I didn't show anyone, but my shoulder was mangled and bruised and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to concern anyone, but
getting old sucks.
But a couple inches away, my head would have landed on the little tile
right.
On the tile plateau, and that would have been it for me.
We would have had a different kind of meet up with Ted meeting. Would have been like, I remember the time with Ted. So it would have been one of those.
So that
would have been sad, dude. Could you imagine though? Like, I mean, of all places, like, I haven't seen Ted in a few days. For them to find your fat, naked, bloating corpse in the shower.
His cats are eating his nose.
Oh man, that'd be embarrassing.
And fingertips.
Almost as embarrassing what actually happened to me. So the real story?
Yeah. Let's hear it.
I'm leaving a Harry Potter trivia night at the library, and my car is parked behind like a very small, like maybe 3-foot fence, and I can walk around the fence or I can hop the fence. You know, I've hopped a million fences in my life. I go to jump the fence, catch my foot, straight to my face, and I was either catch myself or, land on my neck. And so, and this all happens in, a brief quarter of a second. So I put my hand out and it buckles, and I try to get up and it buckles. And so I'm just laying in the parking lot while everyone in the coffee shop's like looking at me. So I jump up, hop in my car real quick, put my elbow back in the socket, and drive home and try to pretend like it didn't happen, like a normal person. And I woke up from a brief nap with my arm the size of a balloon, and I went, "Oh, all right, well maybe I should get some professional help." And they didn't care. ER just took my $1,000 and was like, "Here's a few pills and a sling." They didn't even give me a wrap, just a sling, and they said, "See you in a week." That was and since then it turned like purple from my armpit down to my wrist. The whole arm just like it sucked, man.
Should
my boss didn't care.
Should we call for prayers?
No, it doesn't work.
No.
That stuff don't work.
What about the
SPARKS.
believers in the audience?
Yeah, and then the boss, after I missed like 3 days of work, he was like, "So are you coming back?" And I'm like, "Dude, I can't even use my arm." You could type with one hand.
Okay, if prayers don't work, then you in the audience, you can sacrifice a goat for Jim's speedy recovery.
But don't send videos, because somehow we'll get like looped into it. We get in trouble. They'll say we did something wrong. Like tell people to sacrifice goats.
Fine.
All in the while, by the way, while I'm auditioning for like a really big.
Yes, do tell.
Well, I can't really talk about it because they haven't passed it yet.
Okay.
But it's a movie that I've auditioned for 3 times now. Now apparently they're supposed to hand out parts tomorrow, so I can't really talk about details. But the producer of the film rhymes with Ravid Hinch.
Ravid is my favorite director.
Ravid Hinch it rhymes with that. So I don't know if I'll get it or not, but I went to 3 auditions, which is a good sign. So if nothing else, it was fun. And the guy that's directing the film, I can't say who he's known for, but it rhymes with Hoba Het in the original series of Far Tours.
Oh, no way.
So it could be really cool. I don't know though.
So this will be a production here in Salt Lake City?
Yes, here in Salt Lake. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll get in. I don't know if I think my little brother's got a better shot than I do, but
well, both of you I'm slicing the goat's head right now. Ear to ear.
Have the goats been silenced, Clarice? Okay.
Wait.
Okay. That's a Silence of the Lambs.
Wait, no. Jack Crawford sent a trainee to me? God.
What else has been new, Mr. I came over to your house the other day and you took a nap on me.
I took a nap on you. You took the time out of your busy schedule to come over here.
Say hello.
You were a wounded soldier. Wounded soldier.
Came over to say hi.
Came over to say hi, maybe lay down a little.
Knocked on the door, ring on the phone.
No, hey, where are you at? I was
taking a little nappy poo.
I was about 5 feet away from you in my room, snoring away.
Yeah. I was wondering why I thought it was maybe a small earthquake or.
Oh yeah. I've felt like a dick many times in my life, but maybe that one takes the cake.
Dude, it's Salt Lake though. It's not like I had to travel far. It's not like LA where I had to take like a 3-hour tour to get to like the other side of town to like have to turn around and come back. It's like 20 minutes out of the way.
Okay, that makes me feel better. But where is Matt? God damn it.
Matt Thurber disappeared yesterday
Matt.
messaging.
Okay.
I think he wants out of the family, he was telling me.
Okay. All right. My 50th, at the end of the month, you're invited. Hey.
50th?
Yes. God
where you doing
damn it.
that at?
We're some park somewhere.
There you go. Park's much better because I'm staying out of the bars, dude.
Oh, yes. God, yes.
No more.
Just have your drink at home.
If I can't jump a 3-foot fence, I'm too old. It's time to grow up. I think it's time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start wearing reading glasses and loafers.
Yes.
And khakis. I'm gonna tell people to stay off my lawn. And I'm gonna get
and smoke weed and pound heroin. Who needs alcohol?
No. I'm going to shoot heroin between my toes so no one can see the track. Like a normal person.
Yes.
Oh. But yeah, I'm still in a lot of pain, and it sucks because can't straighten it, and so every once in a while it'll, like, you know, when you try to sleep, it just goes numb on you, and you're like, what is that? Don't have full range of motion, but you know, life goes on.
So I almost cut my what's the pointer finger called? Is that called a pointer finger?
The middle finger?
The index. Is that what it's called?
I think it's the pointer.
The major finger. The one I used to pick my nose with. Okay. I can't anymore because I cut it almost off. I mean, it was hanging by the skin.
Gross.
And guess why?
Why?
I was in a bar fight. No, I was not in a bar fight.
No,
I was doing.
Doesn't sound like you.
I was doing the dishes.
Oh, jeez. I did the dishes yesterday. I felt like a big boy. You know, when you have every intention to do them like on a Tuesday, and so you like start rinsing them and you put them all in like in a pot, and you get them all started and you fill the pot, and you're like, you know, getting the forks and stuff in there so they start soaking a little bit, and then you're all like, you know what, I don't want to do these anymore. And then you get back to it on Saturday and there's something growing in there.
Yeah, there's like a spider's nest.
And the smell that comes off of it, it's just like, and voices start speaking to you.
Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah. Oh, all right. So, before we did our last episode,
yeah,
I did a trivia question, which someone called in and won.
Okay. Remind me of the trivia question.
Okay, this was, do you remember Revenge of the Nerds?
Yes.
Yes. Do you remember
Lambda.
how wrong that that movie was?
Shut up, that movie's great.
Oh, come on!
Can I help you? That end talent show? Are you kidding me?
It has rape and
dude, his pole vault, it bounced with him, and so he had perfect aerodynamics that he could throw it far because it bounced with him.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay. Wait. The question was, on the soundtrack, a little song called "Are You Ready for the Sex Girls" by the Gleaming Spires. You've never heard of them. I've never heard of them. No one's ever heard of them. But the question was, what is
probably cheap. They could pay for it, so it was like an easy soundtrack. They're like, hey, we'll give you this song if you play
it. Gleaming Spires. The question was, what is the connection to Sparks? And the answer is the Gleaming Spires, the members of the Gleaming Spires, served as Sparks's backup band from 81 till 85, I believe, somewhere around there.
Whenever when someone wanted a night off, That's who came in and filled in for him?
Yes. Or it was them and like, oh, here's the drummer, here's the guitarist, here's the bassist and the backup singer. Those were the Gleaming Spires. And guess who answered the question? It was Greta.
Who?
Greta from Louisiana.
Wow. You got fans in Louisiana?
Yes.
All right, dude.
But
look at you.
I know Greta.
Oh.
Yes. Which kind of makes her ineligible to play, but
did anyone else answer it?
No, just
I'm gonna
Greta.
say that's a win.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I met her. She's a super Sparks fan. She's like, if you go on the message boards, she's all over the place.
They still have message boards?
What do you call it on Facebook?
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Like fan page. Like she's all over that BR.
Right.
And
well, they used to have message boards where it was just like, like early internet.
CompuServe.
Yeah, you just had like a little login name, and people would go back and forth all the time.
Dude, I was there. I was there putting the phone in the little modem cradle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to build modems. It was one of my first jobs.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I worked for, it was first Megahertz, then U.S. Robotics, and then 3Com.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay. So Greta, yes, she got the $10 gift certificate, and we're working on a way to get her on the show.
Are you going to be able to eat this week if you give her that $10?
I'm not interested in eating. I'm interested in talking about Sparks. And soccer, as it turns out.
Well, we're done with that.
Can we be done for at least 4 years?
4 years.
Yeah, we can. Okay. Yeah. So, Greta, Louisiana, I met her at a meetup in L.A. before Sparks did their Seduction of Ingmar Bergman show. God. Jesus. Lord. Okay. That was an amazing night. I met Greta, and Greta, you are going to be on the show because it's as easy as calling in as it is with Gemini.
Absolutely.
Gemini.
So yeah. Look at the new technology that you learned. Now you can have callers.
Leo.
You're welcome.
Gemini.
I want a percentage, whatever you make.
Sagittarius.
So I guess Greta owes me like $1.
Yes.
Is that $10?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, next trivia question. Muff Winwood. I wrote this a long time ago, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. Muff Winwood, Steve Winwood's brother, produced Kimono My House. And what a fine what a fine job he did producing it.
Yes.
So much so that they brought him back for the next album, Propaganda. But what musician had Ron and Russell originally asked for as a producer for Kimono My House? Hint, think of an orchestra with a lot of electric lights plugged in.
Tabernacle Choir.
That's it.
Sweet. $10.
$10.
So.
Okay.
Who got it right?
That's the next question.
Oh, so no one got that.
So,
we didn't ask that one.
Yeah,
I don't remember a lot of that show.
So, just do your research and email me.
We went forever.
Okay, email at some kind of email.
Funloving guy at gmail.com.
Yeah, funloving guy 6349 at gmail.com.
Now, what's your real email?
What's
Give
the
me
name of the
questions, dude.
show? I forget.
Don't giggle.
Okay.
Don't giggle.
DICKinaroundsparks at gmail.com.
And what was the question again?
Who did the Brothers Mill originally seek out to produce Kimono My House? Okay.
I don't know.
So you send me an email like Greta did. She did her due diligence. And you send me an email and I reward you with $10.
So you can't eat next week.
I'm done with food. Fuck all that.
You got enough stored, dude. You'll be all right. You probably make it like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
Some of that stored food you
got.
got.
That 2-year supply. That
you'll make it to payday.
The Mormon survivalist thing going.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right, Jimmy boy.
Yes, sir.
Yes. We're going to wrap up our review of Sparks Kimono. I'm going to wrap it up. Hopefully your arm will be able to be outstretched the next time we meet.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I think it's lost 2 pounds, too. It looks funny.
We're old.
But that's on me.
We're getting old.
Yeah, I know.
All of us. Okay.
All right.
So,
Get off my lawn.
yeah, again, thank you for appearing on the show, and all hail Sparks, and
yeah, hopefully I'll let you know there's good news next time we speak.
Oh, definitely. Okay.
So, thanks for having me, my friend.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
We'll talk soon. All right, my friend.
All right. Here's the segment where we recommend a YouTube video regarding Sparks. This one will be Live Well with Barry show, wherein Barry interviews Martin Gordon, and he served as bass player on Kimono My House. Links in the description. It's a 30-minute interview. The first 10 focuses on his experience with Sparks, but the rest is interesting as well, especially when he talks about working with Boy George in the 80s. It's good stuff. Martin Gordon is still active today. He recently released a solo album called Thanks for All the Fish, which is well worth a listen. So yeah, he's the bass player on Kimono, and this is after the original lineup of Sparks disbanded. They had when they were touring England, Europe, on their first 2 albums, they got the attention of a patron, benefactor, who wanted to bring them out to England, put them up, find a record label to contract with them. This is what I'm piecing together. I don't know if it's true, but that's when they disbanded with the original lineup. Goodbye, Mankey Brothers. Really, really good stuff. So they expatriate to England, and they get put up by this benefactor. I wish I knew the name. I wasn't able to find it. And they get united with Island Records and put together a second incarnation of Sparks with Martin on the bass, and then 2 others. There was guitarist Adrian Fisher, no longer with us, sadly. He died of a heart attack in 2000, and also, even more tragic, drummer Norman Dinky Diamond. He committed suicide by hanging himself in 2004. Just way too sad. Okay, Kimono. We talked about the first 4 tracks in the last episode. Links to that in the description. I'm going to complete this celebration of Kimono, not a review, a celebration. So, let's get into it. Thank God It's Not Christmas. My favorite song on the album. Russell lays down powerhouse vocals. I think they're probably his best. I love the tension in the song, build up, and then the release and the chorus. If he isn't the reason someone coined the term poperatic, then I'll be a monkey's uncle. This, like so many of their other songs, has kind of a tenderness in its tone, kind of a sadness, a melancholy, and at the same time contradicted by the whimsical lyrics. And such is the genius of Sparks. Seriously, if you remove the snarky lyrics and replace them with sentimentality, this could be a Paul Williams song. Am I not right? I think I'm right. Okay, number 6, Hasta Mañana, Monsieur. Love the guitars on this one. And then there's that outro solo and that fade out that Jim is obsessed about. Yeah, love it. Okay, number 7, Talent is an Asset. This is 1974, and how many years are we away from the break of punk rock? 0, if we're talking about the Ramones, right? 1 or 2, if we're talking about the Sex Pistols. Punk totally employed drum beats like this. So there's a little vision of things to come. And then I love the time signature changes in this song. They're like in 4/4, then they go to 5/4, then 6/4. It's like, let's see. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. That's just some good shit. It's not like it's not like the kind of tomfoolery that their contemporary prog rock bands got into with meter. This is still pop. This is still accessible. It reminds me a lot, surprisingly, of what like thrash metal bands would be doing in the next decade, in the 80s, several bars of 4/4, and then in the next measure they add a beat or a half beat or drop a beat or a half beat. Let me think here. Okay, Master of Puppets, dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun. That's replete through all of thrash metal. Maybe Hetfield is a secret Sparks fan? I don't know. Okay, anyway. Here we go. Oh, credit to whoever wrote the article about thrash metal using phrasing like that. I read it a couple years ago and I can't find it. So the idea was not originally mine. It's someone out there, someone with a blog. So credit to you, but I totally agree. Okay, here we have Complaints. Fucking brilliant. Like if it was written today, the song would be called First World Problems. Love the reprise on the song. And In My Family, let's see, just a rockin' tune. And I feel like I'm rushing things. No, seriously, In My Family. Great. Great song. Okay. Equator. Okay, Equator. I like it. This is the final track of the original release of Kimono. I like it, but not as a final track. I think the repetition of the word equator gets a little tedious. A lot of the time, repetition works with Sparks, like in songs like Perfume. But here, in my opinion, not so much. Not as a final track. It gets a little tedious. I think it would have worked better as a B-side than an album closer. But if it had to be on the album, I think it should be further up in the sequencing. The two previous albums, In With Rockers, I only wish this one did too. But if that earns any demerits, let it be a fraction of a demerit. Other editions of this album include Barbecuity and Lost and Found, and I think both of those are good songs to close out the album. So this has been Dickin' Around, a show about Sparks. Please spread the word. Like on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, and join us on the next episode. We'll be back soon. Love you, bye.
I really miss you after all. I had a thing and now there's all a stupid thing and hit the wall. So take me back. I love the way you scratch my back. Well, there is something you should know. We might not be simpatico. All I do now is stick around. All I do now is stick around. All I do is stick around. The sun goes up, the moon goes down, the leaves are green, the leaves are brown, and all I do is stick around. All I do is stick around. The sun goes up, the moon goes down, the leaves are green, the leaves are brown, and all I do is stick around. All I do is stick around. The sun goes up, the moon goes down, the leaves are green, the leaves are brown, and all I do is stick around. All I do is stick around. The sun goes up, the moon goes down, the leaves are green, the leaves are brown, and all I do is stick around. All I do is stick around. The sun goes up, the moon goes down, the leaves are green, the leaves are brown, and all I do is stick around. What you do, dick around, I will do. I don't care what you do, I'll dick around next to you. But all I do now is dick around. All I do now is dick around, dick around.
If he isn't the reason someone coined the term poperatic, then I'll be a munkle.